guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that is going around on YouTube right now. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. It's the Dear Me campaign started by YouTube to empower young women. We're all just kind of talking about things we would tell our younger selves and just really share our stories with you guys. I know I do a lot of these videos in general just about body positivity, and I do big sister videos now, where I just tell you guys advice and things that I've been through in my life. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do this video today, as it's something that I really enjoy doing in general. So I believe I've talked about before how I was chubbier when I was younger. I'm still plus size now. I've always just been a bigger girl. And many times it has left me feeling insecure, especially when I was younger, before I came into my own and got confidence and really worked on building my self-esteem and my self-love. So I still remember to this day the first time that I was called fat. And it was, I think, it was in elementary school for sure, but I think it was in the 4th or 5th grade, and this guy called me, my name's Alexandra, and they called me Allie Fatty, and it just, I can still hear it and picture it in my head, which is just like something that will always be a remembering moment for me. But if I could go back and tell my younger self, like, I'm not gonna let him bring me down, because obviously that's a moment when you're a child or younger you really take to heart. Being called something and just being laughed at is a terrible, terrible feeling, and of course no child should have to go through that. But if I could go back there and just tell myself, like, literally, it's not gonna be like this. Everything's gonna get so much better. Like, this is just a moment that's gonna be so irrelevant, and you'll remember it, but you're gonna get stronger from it, and you're not gonna care what other people think of you. I would tell myself that other people bring other people down because of their insecurities, and people really reflect how they feel about themselves onto you. And that's a major part of when I was younger. Like, I thought when people were hating on me, or, you know, if you were being bullied, most of the time, pretty much always, those people are going through something themselves and are just probably really insecure, and that's why they are making you feel insecure. Oftentimes I felt really insecure during high school. This is a whole other video that I'll make another time for a big sister video, but my high school story is very different. I ended up graduating high school early because I really did not enjoy the environment. I felt very insecure during school, which is really unfortunate because I look back at it now and I had like a great group of friends that went to a different school though, but I would just tell myself, like, oh my goodness, just because you're not popular, or just because you don't look a certain way or act a certain way, you don't do sports. All the popular girls at my high school did sports, but or most of them, but I wasn't sporty. I didn't feel like I fit in or had a lot of friends, and I often felt really invisible and just really, like, I felt like ugly, which is just sad. And I know a lot of people go through just bad times during high school and they don't feel confident or comfortable in their skin, but if I could go back there, I would tell myself, just have fun. Like, don't think about it too much. Don't compare yourself to other people. The worst thing I think I ever did during school and just life in general, back before I like let that crap go, I used to compare myself like crazy, and that's a terrible way to live. I try to stress this to you guys too, like, don't compare yourself. Be proud of who you are. Get comfortable in your skin. That's like a huge, huge thing. I feel so different now than the person I was back in high school, middle school, whatever. Like, I feel so different. People tell me that all the time. People I've known my whole life, they're like, you're so different. Like you are so confident now. Like, you're not like you used to be. And I am so happy that I decided to take this journey of self-love and like building confidence. But that's why a big reason I have this channel is because I want you guys to have to go through this. Even if I have to force you, like, I need you guys to try to love yourself. That sounded pushy. I'm not trying to force you. But I'm trying to tell you guys my story and how, like, getting comfortable in your skin really changes things. It makes a huge difference once you fully feel confident and comfortable with yourself. I feel like everything else falls into place. I felt like there was so much pressure on me back then to look a certain way to feel happy. Like, I thought I'd have to look a certain way. I thought I would have to finish college. I put so much pressure on myself to finish college when it wasn't taking me in a direction that I wanted my life to go. You don't have to follow these set of rules in life to get where you need to go. If you want to go to college, if you want to look a certain way, if you want to just do whatever, do it. Do what makes you happy. Like, I went off to cosmetology school from college because I decided to finally follow my passion, and it led me to the happiest place of my life. I am here so freaking happy now, and that is something I need to tell you guys. Like, follow your passion. Do not feel trapped to follow the standard of society. Do what makes you happy and everything will fall into place. Follow your heart. Like, we were given instincts and like feelings for a reason, and if you just do you and really truly find yourself and your happiness and find a job that doesn't feel like work and you will never have to work a day in your life, like that's like the best thing ever. Doing YouTube and being a makeup artist are my two biggest passions, and I am finally happy. And I look back and I felt so much pressure before, and I felt terrible when I made the decision to leave college and go to cosmetology school, and things are so different now. Just, I'm telling you guys, and I would tell my younger self, things feel really, really crappy now, potentially, maybe, if that's how you feel, but it's not going to stay like that. It's not. It gets better. It gets so much better. Stay true to yourself. That's a huge thing. Don't try to fit yourself into any sort of mold or give in to the pressures of society or anything like that. Just follow your heart and be true to yourself, because there's only one you, and you're going to be the happiest when you follow your heart and really just do what makes you the happiest. That's a huge thing I can say. That's like the biggest thing, being true to yourself, because anytime you are just lying to yourself, it's going to eat at you. And if you're not doing something that makes you happy or staying true to yourself, you're just going to be miserable. And I remember just feeling so miserable because I thought I wasn't doing the right thing for me. So that's a big thing. I would tell myself that even if that guy didn't like you and I know he just rejected you and you feel really upset about it, like you think that you are worthless because of it, it's not true at all. Like, unfortunately, rejection's a part of life and it sucks, but like, I've always preached this and I've talked about it in a bunch of videos, like, rejection is God's protection. I just feel like God has your best interest in mind, whatever, if you're not religious, then the universe, whatever you want to say, but rejection is protection, and you know, he wasn't good for you, or you know, whatever happens that you feel like your path is getting thrown off, just know that everything's happening in your life for a reason, and every feeling you get, everything that happens is all for a reason, and it's gonna lead you to the right place. And rejection really, really sucks, especially from someone you really, really like. And a bunch of times when my thinner friend was chosen from the guy that I really liked, it made me feel just awful, like totally awful. And we've all been there. A lot of us have been there where we've been rejected for our friend, and often for me personally it was someone who was thinner, so I associated guys with liking thin girls only. And now that I'm older, I realize that there are guys who like different things and guys who are really immature when they're young, and so many better choices for the dating pool as you get older. And there are guys out there who are, or girls, whoever you like, there are people who are gonna love you for you, like literally everything about you. So don't think that you need to change. Don't think that you're too fat or too skinny or too tall or too short, or your skin's the wrong color, anything. Don't think that, because literally there's a person out there for you who is gonna love the crap out of you, and it's just gonna be so great one day. Keep focus on that. Patience. Like, if I could go back and tell myself, girl, patience. Your life's not where you want it to be right now, and you don't even know what path you want to be on. All this stuff, I would just tell myself, take a breath, enjoy the moment, and just let it go. Do you. Just do you. But I really just needed to share that with you guys. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I've been watching a lot of these Dear Me videos, and I think they are so inspiring, because things get so much better as time goes on, and you just really progress to where you want to go. And it does. I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be so different later in life. And I look back and I was just so sad and unhappy with myself, and it sucks that I was ever there, but it made me who I am today. And just know that it gets easier and it gets happier. Just stay true to yourself, follow your heart, and do what makes you happy. I love you guys bunches. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you had a Dear Me video, or if you just want to say what you would tell your younger self, comment it down below. Let's see what people want to tell themselves. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time.